Students, in the lecture 2, based on adjective clause, we will come to know how to translate a sentence based on adjective clause from Hindi to English. In lecture 1, we came to know what is an adjective clause, and today we will come to know how we can translate a Hindi sentence into English. And before we learn this, we will have to go through the structure of an adjective clause. Whenever we begin an adjective clause, we place a noun or pronoun, then we place a relative pronoun or adverb, relative adverb I mean, and then subject and predicate of this part, and then rest part of the sentence. Before we translate anything, we will know a few things that are important to translate from Hindi to English. The sentence is based on adjective clause. The first thing, what is antecedent? Antecedent is a word that is used just before a relative pronoun or relative adverb. We have these words which are called relative pronouns: who, that, which, whose, whom. These are categorized in three forms. First, antecedent, the noun or pronoun that is used before who, that, which. These words, they are known as relative pronoun, are called antecedents. And the in an antecedent, we use person before who. If we use that, we use a person, thing or animal. We can also say if our noun or pronoun is a person, just like I, he, Mohan, Sohan, etc., then we will use who, and this means jo ya jisne. In this way our sentence will be Mohan जो मेरा दोस्त है कक्षा में रोज आता है. Now we will translate this word जो in form of who, and that will be for the person, and the person will be placed just before this relative pronoun. And in this series we use that, and the meaning of that is same jo, but it is used in different sense. That is used for persons, things and animals. We can use that in animals, and we use who only for persons, but that can also be used for persons. Now we see third, relative pronoun which. This which also gives the sense of Hindi word jo, but this is better to use in non-living things, and you can also use this for animals. Animals of which gender is difficult to identify. I mean, suppose ant, we can't say whether it is male or female. In such type of insects, in such type of animals, we use which. Sometimes we use which with cow, buffalo, ox. It will do, but it would be better that we should use that in that case. Otherwise, which should be used only for non-living things. Next word is whose. Whose is a possessive case, and this can be used for living beings, and for non-living beings we use of which. Things and living beings, in case of whom is used in objective case. It gives an identification of object. Jisko or jinko, it may be singular or plural. Like we can say वे किताबें जिनको मैंने मोहन को दिया अच्छी हैं. तो जिनको is used for the object books. That's why whom is used for objective case. Who, that, these two relative pronouns are used in nominative case, that is known as subject, and which can be used as subject and object both. Now comes to relative adverb. Now we see what is the function of relative adverb. Relative adverb is used whenever our antecedent is place. Suppose I say पिलखुआ वही जगह है जहाँ मैं रहता हूँ. Then Pilkhua is the place where I live. It means before antecedent you use noun or pronoun, and the next antecedent reason, and for this reason we use relative adverb why, which means जिस कारण in Hindi. because to translate from Hindi to English we will have to learn the words Hindi too. That's why I am telling so. And third antecedent is time, and for time we use when, and the meaning of when in Hindi is jab. And last is how. How means way or method, way or method in form of noun or pronoun. And for this antecedent we use how, and how means जिस प्रकार और जिस तरह. It means you can say in one example, यही तरीका है जिस तरह आप पास हो सकते हो. This is the way how you can pass. These words look like interrogative words, but actually in adjective clause these don't give any question, but they provide some information or quality of some noun or pronoun. In the next part 2 of this lecture we will see how we will use these relative pronouns and relative adverbs and their antecedents in proper sentences. Thanks.